the challenge, the pain, the gain, and the potential of doing business in southeastern Nigeria, the Biafran land. ECOC, growing the economy of the southeast. Think home.
This is BVI Channel 1. You're welcome back again on ECOC, Economy of the Southeast. I'm Asuchelo Peters, where we talk about the challenges people face concerning the property investment and matters that surrounds the development of the Southeast. You see, properties, investment, and the economy of the Southeast, they are intertwined. And when our people decide, for whatsoever reason they are seeing, decide not to be, investing in at home, that is, joining the Akuluno campaign, which we've been preaching on this program, it becomes a huge concern, especially when it got to do with the story someone brought to me from all the way from United States of America. That story must have affected a lot of people, and I know many who are watching our program, especially those of you living in diaspora, are passing through the same challenge. But nevertheless, we're going to look at that story shortly, and we have in the house the CCF president, who will be who have been advising us and exposing our consciousness on what to do at any particular time when it got to do with property investment. But before we go into the story, let us take our message from the sponsors of the program, CCF New Haven Estate. I'll be right back shortly.
It's good to make hay while the sun shines. That's why, my dear friend, we're telling you about the Airport City Estate Umueri. The new Anambra International Cargo and Passenger Airport in Umueri is now functional, and that has made the city to become a beehive of activities. Airport City Estate Umueri is now selling like a hot cake. Any moment from now, the estate will sell out. So, it is a great opportunity that we are availing you to be a landlord and come and own a plot or more at Airport City Estate Umueri. The estate is on a table land. It is well beaconed and people are already developing their own plots of land. The estate is only 3 minutes drive from the airport and a stone throw from Stella Maris College. As we talk, street by street demarcation is already going on in the estate. Remember that land never depreciates, it always appreciates. So even if you don't want to develop, you can sell your plot of land and make lots of profit. A plot of land is now selling for only 2 million naira. To acquire our land, all you need to do is pay 10,000 naira registration and you shall be directed to see the land. If you like it, you can pay, and an irrevocable power of attorney, which implies that even the company cannot revoke your ownership of the land, will be given to you. We can also help you register the land and develop it at a moderate price. We act as surveillance. In case someone is helping you, we can always give you feedback on progress of work. Contact Committed Christian Friends New Haven Real Estate Company Limited today to acquire your own land at Airport City Estate Umueri. We are number 20 in Osionira, near Boromi Roundabout by Savoy Junction, Oka Road, Onitsha. For inquiries, call us on phone 07017870777. I'll take it again, 07017870777. Or you may also call 07038180830, 07038180830. Airport City Estate Umueri is fast selling out. Get your own plot of land now at a moderate price for your complete peace of mind. CCF, your peace of mind is our commitment.
That is it. The message coming from CCF Real Estate Umueri. Now, to the story of the day. This young man reached out to us after watching a series of programs on this platform, and brought to my attention the very heartbreaking situation they have found themselves as a family. Talking about the property their late father left behind. While many of them sojourned abroad, other strangers had come to take over the property. This is the story you need to listen from the horse's mouth. I'll be right back.
All right, good morning, everyone. This video is going to be brief. It's to Mazi Asos for his program. My name is Cosmas Nemeka Chukwumaike, the son of late engineer Nwafo Chukwumaike. Actually, this video has to do with our buildings that my father left in New Haven, Enugu, number 59, Mbanefo Street, New Haven, Enugu. Now, I think they call it number 19 A and B. And it's about the tenants who are occupying the place, who have refused to pay rent since my father died. And these people are Igbos, you know. When we talk about Igbos and what is happening to us, all of them are Igbos. And that's why I'm sending this piece to Mazi Asos to address. These moments are, spearheaded by one Mr. Clifford Amadi, who is a tenant there, and who, when my father was alive, gave him, one of the flats to occupy. I think with connivance of his former attorney, Barrister, what's the name, Barrister Oguaga. He stays in a Asata area of Enugu. So like I said, I'm going to be brief. Most of us are outside, and this is the plight that we face. You can imagine that since 2012, they're not paying rent because they're claiming that it's in their favor that somebody is going to court claiming the houses, which I addressed when I went back home. And it's unfortunate that people can decide to do such. Even if there are 10 million people claiming a house, are you not supposed to pay your rent to the owners of the building until the court decides otherwise? So I'm going to be brief because I have to go to work. Maybe later I will upload more on this particular incident. Thanks a lot.
What a story. How can men be this wicked? But how can you avoid this kind of situation? And if you are passing through the same ordeal, what can you do? Just like this, our brother that reached out to us. And that is why it is important you stick on this channel and follow these programs every day. You never can tell when your kind of case will be called up and you'll be able to find solution to that which you are seeking for. Today we have the president of CCF seated here with me, who is going to give an insight on what to do in case you are already experiencing similar situation, or you don't just have to wait until you get into problem before you do the right thing. We're going to be bringing our most revered, experienced real estate president, CCF, who had always been joining us on this program. Sir, it's a pleasure to have you.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you very much.
We've seen the problem of this young man who, many of them are living abroad. Their late father left property before he died. Today, occupants of the property are taking over the property. And knowing fully well that they are all abroad, it seems they are incapacitated, including the lawyers that are managing the properties for them, are not making it any way better or easier for them. Now, in such situation where someone has a property, probably these old people that got these properties in the late or early 60s, before the war or immediately after the war, many of them, they entered into some of these establishments and investment in properties without proper documentation. And also at some point, even some of them that have proper documentation, the management of the properties in the hands of those who are verbally giving the kind of approval, please go and manage my property for me. What is your advice? And from your wealth of experience, give us an insight in this kind of situation, or people who have found themselves in this kind of situation where people occupy their properties, or people try to sell their properties because they are not around, people trying to take advantage of the fact that the old man is dead and their children are nowhere to be found around, and they are encroaching on the properties, people selling the properties being in court, and then people who are living in the property refuse to pay the rent to the rightful owners of the property. So give us an insight on what should be done when someone is actually going through this kind of situation. Listen attentively, my people. You don't need to miss anything.
Thank you very much. That is what we have been telling people, that whatever you want to do it very well. In the first place, that property that their father have, if your father has property here and there or one place, the best thing you will advise him as a learned man or as a wise man is ask your father, this property you have, do you have it with somebody? He will tell you no, it is his own. Did you make agreement? He will tell you yes, he made agreement. Did you register it in the ministry? He will tell you yes or no. When he say no, you advise him. That time you have gotten up, find out whatever it takes to the ministry and make sure it is registered. If it is registered in the ministry and he now have his document and spare is in the ministry, you have solved, have gone a very good way in securing the property. Then, if you are giving it to people to rent, number one, if you are giving it to a lawyer to manage for you, it's not a verbal issue. You must have a contract agreement with the lawyer. And that contract you enter with the lawyer will have a expiring date. You say, come and manage this. This is my father's property. Manage it for us for 5 years. After 5 years, we will renew the contractship if you do well or we do well. Then you will specify, get this money every year, collect this rent, pay it into this account. This is your commission. You now take your commission. You'll be doing it. You'll be watching him. If I've done it for 2 years, you can enter into 3 years agreement. After, if you do well, you renew. But some people just verbal tell lawyer, go manage your own property. And when the lawyer is now man, I can't blame lawyer. There are things, or anybody, let me not specifically say lawyer. You can say somebody correcting it and managing for you. Now, go. But that person, the day he have need, he will enter, he will touch your money. And when you touch your money, if you now find the touch, he continue to touch. But if there are specific arrangements, take this commission, pay this one to a bank, you'll be monitoring it, you'll be working. And the another one, before any person will lend your house, lawyer will make agreement for him. He will sign that you are the person now giving him this rent, this 3 flats, or 1 flat, or duplex to live. And will be paying you every year, renewable every year. Then, if you specify this, we will now have the story that the people, because the matter is in court, the people now say they won't pay again. If you have entered agreement with them, you are the person giving them this house, and that the person paying you. Anytime they don't want to pay again, that the matter is in the court, you sue them to leave your place for you, because you are the person that put them, and you have the right to remove them. They will sign it before they enter your house. But sometimes you do all this and say do. Then another one, you say there is a place you will be planning to come down. You can't come down. You are there. But now you are there. Your brother, your sister, your relation, your father relation, your mother relation, there are people around them which is at home. You ought to relate well with them. so that they will protect your interests here. And when they protect your interest, sometimes you give them something, you give them dash, you dash them something. They are looking at you that is even that they are looking at you that you have money. But when they look at you that you have money and you send the message here and they go message and you didn't show appreciation. Igbo man like appreciation by money, not by thank you. Somebody, no, so Igbo man like appreciation by money, not by thank you. That's the one person that came and buy property from us. His brother is there. He sent him. He come and buy property, 2 million. This man left where he's working and come to our office. Now our office, we follow us to Umeri. We will not see the land and report back to his brother. And his brother paid and he corrected the receipt. When he reached to come and collect agreement, the man now tell the brother, he don't have chance. I think, okay, he don't have chance. I will go to where he's living and talk and give him that thing. Let him call me. He refused to call. He don't have chance. What is fishing? What is fishing is that his brother outside didn't show appreciation. Maybe he might have approached him for money. He will tell him he don't have money. And he surprisingly find him buying property of 2 million. And after buying property of 2 million, you can have 20,000. Take this one now for your upkeep. He'll be very happy. But when he now tell him, go and collect the document, the man tell him he don't have chance. Why did he tell him he don't have chance? The wisdom will tell you because he didn't give him something. It was very something. We are not greedy people. 20,000 would have solved that problem. But because you didn't do it, you may want to send him another message another day. He will tell you, no, you don't have chance.
Okay, I think that is very well taken. And on the issue of people abroad and people back home, just like you said, people hear things that money falls from the tree abroad.
Yeah.
And so far, our people there must continue to appreciate them, even if they think they have or they don't have. Now, the problem is trust. There are people who can you trust. There are very few people you can trust these days. And, you know, being as it may, people are now looking up to real estate companies as an alternative or legal contract or an official contract to manage their properties. Just like real estate committed Christian Friends real estate company, New Heaven Estate. Now, some people might entrust some of their properties in your care to watch over them because they may not have whom they can trust. Okay. Not that their families are all bad people, but who they can really trust. You know, family issue. When you have issue with your brother, he will say, after all, he's your brother. You can go to hell. But if you are having a contract with an official registered real estate company, he knows that there are contracts signed which can be, you know, executed in the court of law and somebody penalized or even go to jail because of it. So as a result of that, people tend to look towards real estate companies and trusted hands. That's why they employ lawyers. But sometimes their lawyers fail them. Just like this, our brother, some of the lawyer that was, you know, managing the property when the father was alive, you know, at some point when the father died, he approached the lawyer on how they have been doing, because there are money that the man collected as rent, amounting to over $1 million, as he told me about 15 years ago, amounting to over $1 million naira. And when he asked him about the rent, the lawyer said that the money has gone into logistics, that the logistics of his service to his father, and that when the guy asked him, what about don't you have any contract with his father? He said it is a gentleman agreement that he has, which now falls back to what you were saying concerning written agreement, having a contract agreement signed,
and conditions, terms and conditions specified. If they have specified terms and conditions that will manage it, or if you have done it with the father, and when the father is not there, you come as yourself now and enter into contract agreement, sign times that when you get this money, you pay it. You pay this one to us in this account, and this one will be your commission. If you have specified it, and you now monitor him to see if he is following up, and you have a terms and condition that he will do this something for 3 years. You don't just say verbally go and manage. Let there be a time so that that time you put will be checkmating him. If you know that this time will come when you can have, say, if you don't do well, the contract will elapse, he will sit up. Nobody want to lose his business. He will sit up and be able to keep terms and conditions. But some of you sometimes say, oh, na lawyer, my town lawyer, and my friend lawyer. But that your friend lawyer or your friend, even if he's not lawyer or he be lawyer, he have need. He has financial need. Sometimes you don't tell him where he paid the money. Sometimes he may collect that money and he may not even intend to use that money. But he has some challenge. He want to put hand and solve one problem that he will get money tomorrow to replace it. When tomorrow comes, he doesn't get money now, you don't enter story. So specify things, terms and conditions, make it plain, and make sure it works to the letter. You will be in a safe side.
Okay. I think with that, we are going to also treat the issue of the solution. Whoever that has found himself or herself in this situation of our brother, many of them said almost, I think all of them are in the diaspora. And the young man has stayed in abroad for more than 30 years, coming back home, as it is, paperwork and the rest of them. And people are taking advantage of this situation. You know what tenants hit in a now connive with other tenants not to be paying rent because people are making, and some of them are the ones instigating the trouble, maybe telling somebody to go, because I've had a similar situation here in Onitsha where a tenant was busy claiming the house of his landlord.
Yes. Because he doesn't see any person at all coming to checkmate him.
He was living there free of charge. And the man is old, and the man is not living there. The children are all abroad, and the man is collecting rent and using the rent to solve his own problem. So he automatically assumed to become the landlord and started claiming the property.
The ownership.
So, but if the man did not have that property, or the children after the man had passed on, because when the man passed, the man passed on, the family now came to recover some of their parents' property. That is when they now started seeing that this man is actually claiming ownership of their own father's property, and the whole thing became a problem. But the only solution to it is having a proper documentation of all your properties and assets, especially in our homeland, because we're interested in our homeland, so that people who doesn't have any reason whatsoever to say, I am not bringing back my wealth home, our people are wicked, and the rest of them. No. People are naturally wicked.
Yes.
People are naturally greedy. People can, even people who are even honest, may fall into the temptation of, because of hardship, put their hand in your money when there is no specific terms, or when you don't even employ the professional services of real estate companies that you can trust to manage your property
and have agreement with them.
That is why we are bringing him on board, and he has been helping us to educate us on what to do. Now, before his final advice on this program, let us go back to our sponsors of the program and take once more our message. I'll be right back after this commercial break.
It's good to make hay while the sun shines. That's why, my dear friend, we're telling you about the Airport City Estate Umueri. The new Anambra International Cargo and Passenger Airport in Umueri is now functional, and that has made the city to become a beehive of activities. Airport City Estate Umueri is now selling like a hot cake. Any moment from now, the estate will sell out. So, it is a great opportunity that we are availing you to be a landlord and come and own a plot or more at Airport City Estate Umueri. The estate is on a table land. It is well beaconed and people are already developing their own plots of land. The estate is only 3 minutes drive from the airport and a stone throw from Stella Maris College. As we talk, street by street demarcation is already going on in the estate. Remember that land never depreciates, it always appreciates. So even if you don't want to develop, you can sell your plot of land and make lots of profit. A plot of land is now selling for only 2 million naira. To acquire our land, all you need to do is pay 10,000 naira registration and you shall be directed to see the land. If you like it, you can pay, and an irrevocable power of attorney, which implies that even the company cannot revoke your ownership of the land, will be given to you. We can also help you register the land and develop it at a moderate price. We act as surveillance. In case someone is helping you, we can always give you feedback on progress of work. Contact Committed Christian Friends New Heaven Real Estate Company Limited today to acquire your own land at Airport City Estate Umweri. We are at number 20 in Osionira, near Boromi Roundabout by Savoy Junction, Oka Road, Onitsha. For inquiries, call us on phone 07017870777. I'll take it again, 07017870777. Or you may also call 07038180830. 07038180830. Airport City Estate Umweri is fast selling out. Get your own plot of land now at a moderate price for your complete peace of mind. CCF, your peace of mind is our commitment.
You're welcome back. We are still on ECOC, Economy of the Southeast, and we are still with the president of CCF New Haven Estate. And we're talking about your property management and how you can avoid unforeseen circumstances when it got to do with your property investment. And sir, as a way of wrapping up, give us your own advice. Who found himself in this kind of situation? What should be done?
Okay. What you will always do is that whenever you are dealing with, is it a lawyer, is it the estate management, is it your brother to manage anything for you, let there be the first thing first is to have a written document where terms and condition is explained. If it is estate, you manage this property for us with 5 years. You'll be collecting rent. After 5 years, we will review and renew. If we do well, you continue. If you don't do well, you stop. The same thing to lawyers, the same to your brother. If you apply this strategy, I assure you, you won't enter into problem. So, explain, interpret, and agree to agree. Make sure the commission of the agent, even if it's a caretaker, let there be a written that this man is your caretaker. So he can't come tomorrow to claim it. If it is a tenant, make sure that this man is a tenant. He'll be paying this rent every year. Every year, I'm paying this amount. And after the social time, it will be reviewed. When it is written and signed, nobody, even the person that signed it, will be conscious of the written agreement. And you must abide by it. Then you abide by own. Then problem will not arise. Always apply that strategy. You will see it work for you. Therefore, I'm advising you now, and still with this opportunity to tell others, our land at Umweri Estate is still remaining. Make haste to come and buy your own now. Don't wait until it will begin to increase. It's already increasing, but we don't want to increase now. We just want to give some weeks or 1 month before we add money. So come and buy your own now. It is a very good opportunity for you. So don't miss it.
The land we are talking about is one of the best land anyone can think of at New Haven Estate, Umweri.
Yes.
The airport city is just booming. The land value at that community or surrounding communities is appreciating with double quick match. It is your own good that you make haste while the price is still at 2 million. You cannot get it at anywhere in Anambra State for that matter. So it is important, those who are watching from our platform, you have the privilege of having a first-hand and first-class treatment. That's VIP treatment in ensuring that you secure the best portions of this estate. And the estate all over Tableland. The estate is not in a place that is prone to flooding or erosion. The place, I have been there myself, I have seen things by myself, I have drove in there, and people who have bought already from this program are developing. They are already developing their properties. So why can't you? Instead of putting money now in the bank, it is better you put it in land, because the money in the landed properties appreciates with double quick match. Yes. And that is the opportunity father here, because he's the father when it comes to do with real estate investment and property management. So we appreciate you, sir, for always joining us and making out your time to be part of this program. Continue educating our people, continue giving our people the opportunity to have a place they call their own,
yes,
their homeland.
Thank you.
And to our viewers out there, we hope you are going to reach out through the numbers on the screen, call and take a place in Umueri Airport City, especially at New Haven Estate, CCF New Haven Estate, Umueri. And I bet you will not be disappointed. Thank you, sir, for joining us. We hope to have you again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And to our viewers out there, this is where we are drawing the curtain on today's program. Don't forget to join us again next week, Wednesday. We'll be uploading more and more of this conversation. And I can bet you, just like you have benefited from today's program, share this video so that others who may be passing through the same ordeal might find solution to their problem. And I will always tell you, stay safe at all times and be conscious of your security. I'm Asuchiro Peters. I'm signing out. Stay blessed. Till I come your way next week. Bye-bye for now.
The challenge, the pain, the gain, and the potential of doing business in southeastern Nigeria, the Biafran land. ECOC, growing the economy of the southeast. Think home.